Let's get started. Hi everyone, my name is Yalith. Tonight I'm going to be teaching a 60-minute cozy yoga class. It's gonna be nice and relaxed. We're having a subtle focus on expanding through the back body and hamstrings tonight. So it should be pretty fun. If you have my playlist, you can go ahead and start that now. Or any other calm music. And we're going to start in a variation of Shavasana. So I'm going to recommend taking either a bolster or a rolled up blanket under your knees. And reclining back onto your back. Let the back of your head sink into the floor. Arms can come to either side of your body, palms facing up. And starting to turn your awareness to your breath. Taking deep inhales and exhales through your nose. Noticing the quality of your breath at the beginning of this practice. Just awareness, not trying to change or fix anything yet. Noticing where the sensation of the breath is in the body. And eventually coming to find the 3-part breath that we use throughout a lot of yoga. Breathing into your belly and lower ribs and upper ribs. Suspending for as long as you comfortably can at the top and exhaling through upper ribs, lower ribs, and belly. Building from the bottom up and exhaling from the top down in that 3-stroke breath. Finding this at your own pace. Taking the breath as slow or as fast as feels comfortable for you. Inhaling to the belly, lower ribs, upper ribs, descending at the top for a moment. And exhaling through upper ribs, lower ribs, and belly, hugging your navel to spine at the bottom, finding a moment of breath retention or kumbhaka. Noticing how this feels in your body. You can feel a 360-degree expansion with each inhale. And from noticing those sensations, coming to tune into all sensations of the physical body. Noticing any areas of contact with the floor. And gently scanning from the crown of your head down towards your toes. Taking inventory of any areas of tension or ease, comfort or discomfort. As again, you just observe with awareness and no judgment. Eventually drawing awareness to your quality of your thoughts, along with your emotional and energetic body, or what you perceive that to be. Just taking inventory of how you feel at the beginning of this practice. Allowing every inhale to ground you deeper into the floor. And with your exhale, become the sky, expansive and free. Feeling the physical body melting into the floor. When you're ready, gently move any props from under your knees and come to find both knees pointing up to the ceiling, feet flat on the floor. You'll want to have your strap within reach. As you find your feet planted, hands can come by your sides. And when you're ready on an inhale, bringing your right knee in towards your chest, giving it a little squeeze, maybe massaging it around in the hip joint. And as you're ready, taking 3 ankle circles to one direction, making them as big and luxurious as you can. And eventually taking 3 circles in the other direction. You come to an end with that, taking 3 big circles with your right knee. Again, allowing this to be as luxurious and full and slow as you'd like, moving with your breath. As you inhale your knee through center and exhale to open and circle the knee around. And eventually taking that same movement in the other direction. Eventually finding a moment of stillness, hugging your knee into your chest. And as you're ready, finding your strap in your hand, if you have one, and finding it to the ball of your foot and extending that foot long up to the ceiling. Find a place that feels comfortable. If you don't have a strap, you can optionally find hands anywhere to the back of this leg that's accessible. Allow the weight of your arms to pull your foot down towards the earth. And as you're in this stretch, gently press back into the strap, finding an active stretch, finding a little bit of resistance. Noticing if this allows you to take it a little bit deeper. Again, breath is flowing and long. If you'd like to extend your left leg out long for a deeper stretch, that's a great option. If not, keeping left foot planted on the ground, knee pointing up to the ceiling. Stay here for one more inhale. And on your exhale, bring both ends of the strap into your right hand and allow the leg to gently fall open to the right side. Opening through your hip, only going as far as you can comfortably, even if that's only a couple inches. Maintaining a micro bend in the knee to integrate those joints as you continue to breathe. On your next inhale, bring the leg back up through center. And now finding both sides of the strap into your left hand and taking the leg a couple inches across the body. There can be some quite intense sensation with this. Noticing that it might not go very far in this direction. Stay for one more inhale. And on your exhale, let your right hip come off the mat to release the leg all the way over. Maybe it comes to the floor, to a bolster or block, or you can suspend it over the floor. Finding a slight spinal twist here. Maybe your gaze shifts over your right hand. On your next inhale, your gaze shifts back up to the sky, and you slowly bring right leg back up overhead. Release the strap from your foot and place your right leg back down by your left. Take a moment to notice any differences between right and left side body, maybe windshield vipering knees from one side to the other. And eventually coming to take the same movement to the other side. Go ahead and hug your left knee into your chest, give it a squeeze, massaging it back and forth in the joint. Eventually coming to take 3 ankle circles to one side. And 3 circles to the other side. You find an end to that. Now taking 3 big knee circles with your left knee to one side. Only taking this to a range that feels comfortable. And eventually reversing it to the other side. As you come to an end with that, finding a moment of stillness, hugging left knee into chest. Come again to grab your strap, hooking it around the ball of your foot, and extending your foot up to the sky. Find both hands to either side of the strap, allowing the weight of gravity to pull your foot closer to your face. As you come into this pose, press into the strap as if you're trying to pull your leg away from your face and to slightly bend your knee to activate the stretch. Allowing for more safety in the stretch. Breath is flowing. Still trying to find that deep 3-part inhale and exhale. Trying to expand in all directions. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Eventually taking one more inhale and exhale to gently release left leg open to the left side, bringing your strap into your left hand. Again, only going to the range of motion that feels good in your body. Maybe right hand comes to the right hip, encouraging it down to the earth. You're breathing here. And on your next inhale, bringing your leg back up through center, switching the strap into your right hand and taking it a few inches over to the right side of your body. Optionally bringing your left hand out to a T, or maybe still encouraging left hip down to the floor as you stay grounded through both hips in this pose. Again, this might be pretty intense, so only take it a couple inches. Stay for one more inhale, and on your exhale, allow your left hip to come off the ground and release your left leg all the way as far as you comfortably can, crossing over to your other side of the body. Left shoulder is heavy to the mat as you find your left arm out into a T. Finding a twist in your spine here. Maybe gaze is shifting over left hand. Taking one more breath here. And using your inhale to come back up through center. Release the strap from your foot. Putting both feet down onto the mat. Take a moment to windshield viper your knees. Swinging them from one side to the other. And as you're ready, come to roll onto your left side. Use your right hand to press you up to a comfortable seat. A great option here is to come up to sit on the edge of a blanket. We're going to take some hip openers here. Seated, there's a number of options. First, you can just find Sukhasana or easy pose with your legs crossed, right leg in front of left. If you'd like more than that, maybe your right foot comes on top of left knee, coming anywhere that feels comfortable. Maybe hugging your right foot into left hip crease for half lotus. Wherever you are, come to sit up tall, energizing up through the crown of your head, allowing your shoulders to drop down your back. And on your inhale, walking your left fingers out to the left side of your mat. Inhale your right arm up overhead, taking a side body stretch. Think of finding length up to the ceiling, lengthening through both sides of your body. Gaze maybe shifts up to your hand to open your rib cage further, or if you're nurturing your neck, shifting gaze down to the ground. Trying to open and expand through right rib cage. As you stay for one more inhale. And exhale to come back up through center. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And exhale, wiggle your left fingers for orientation. Inhale to find length. And exhale to find left hand to right knee for a gentle spinal twist. Gaze can shift over right shoulder as your right hand walks back behind you. Option to stay here, or if it's in your practice, to take a bind, finding right hand to right foot, allowing yourself to deepen the twist a little bit more. As you're in this twist, come to notice how your breath feels different here than when your spine is at neutral, how your breath expands differently into all sides of your body. Staying here for one more inhale. And exhale to come back to center, finding your hands to either side of you. Start to gently walk your fingertips forward, only as far as you can comfortably keep your back straight. We'll be here for a few breaths. Press your right leg down into your left to find some resistance. Stay for one more inhale. And exhale to round your back, maybe coming down to elbows, maybe staying up on hands. Allow your neck to relax. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. And on your next inhale, finding weight into your hands to gently walk back up to seated. Take your hands back behind you, shift your weight back into them as you release the cross of your legs. And gently windshield wiper knees from one side to the other. Noticing any differences between left and right side body. And when you're ready, coming to take it onto the other side, you're finding Sukhasana, now finding left leg in front of right. Maybe finding your left foot on top of your right knee, or taking it deeper to find left foot into right hip crease. Wherever you are, coming to sit up tall, rooting both sit bones into your mat, and extending energy up through the crown of your head. On your next inhale, walk your right fingers out to the side of your mat and extend left arm up overhead. As you feel weight shifting out of your left sit bone, energetically drive it back into the floor for a deeper stretch. Maybe gaze turns up to open your rib cage even more, or shifts down if that's more comfortable. Staying here for one more inhale, finding a little bit more length. And exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Wiggle right fingers for orientation. And on your exhale, finding right hand to left knee, left hand walks behind you, finding a gentle twist in your spine. Inhale to find length and exhale to deepen the twist even more. If you'd like to and did on the other side, taking the bind, finding left hand to left foot. Maybe thinking of pulling right shoulder blade away from your spine and left shoulder blade towards your spine, while energetically rotating your navel back towards the front of the mat. In order to find that twisting sensation throughout your entire spine. Breath is flowing. Take one more inhale here, growing up even taller. And exhale to release back to center. Coming to find fingertips to the floor, walking them forward just as long as you can keep your back straight. Pressing left leg down into your right to activate the stretch. Extend through your heart space, opening your shoulders. Gaze is long in front of you. Stay for an inhale, and on your exhale, come to round your back, maybe coming to elbows, maybe coming to find your elbows on blocks or a pillow. Let your head hang heavy, releasing chin to chest. We'll be here for a few more breaths. And when you're ready, bring weight back into your hands and slowly coming to walk back up to center. Come to release your weight back into your hands and windshield wiper knees from one side to the other, allowing your lower back to relax. And now coming to any comfortable seat of Sukhasana or whatever else, maybe coming to sit on your knees is more comfortable. Wherever you are, we're gonna take some seated cat and cows. Inhale to arch your back, open through your chest, shift your gaze up. And exhale to round through your back, bringing your chin down to your chest, curving from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. Moving through that with your breath, luxuriating through every vertebra of your spine. Taking a few more breaths here. And on your next inhale, coming back to a neutral spine. Go ahead and come over your feet, coming onto all fours in tabletop pose with wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. And taking the same movement that you did seated, now in this pose, finding more of an arch to your back, pressing the floor away with your shoulders. Exhale, pressing the floor away, releasing chin to chest. Inhale to open chest, drop belly down towards the earth, shift gaze up. And exhale to cat, pressing the floor away. Maybe finding this a little bit less energetic as you would in an active class. Just trying to move through your back gently. Taking any other movement as we are here for a few more breaths. And eventually coming to a neutral tabletop. We're going to come into a supported child's pose. So taking your bolster or a couple of firm pillows, maybe adding blocks or blankets to bring this to a height that feels good to you. Take your knees wide to either side. Come to walk your hands forward and eventually release down over the bolster. Allowing one cheek to come to rest down onto the bolster. Hands can come out in front of you, elbows relax to the floor. Or if it's more comfortable, bringing arms to either side of your legs for an embryo pose variation. Again, using this opportunity to notice how the breath changes in this pose versus the others that we've done in class. Noticing if there's any more sensation of breath into the back body. If this is too much on your knees, maybe finding a blanket in between your calves and your upper leg. To give a little bit more space in those joints. We'll be here for 3 more rounds of breath before turning the head to the other side. And as you're ready, turning your left cheek to face down to the bolster or pillows. And again, letting everything relax into this pose. We'll be here for 1 more minute. 3 more rounds of breath. As you're ready, bringing weight back into your hands and gently walking back up to sit on your knees. Move the props out of the way and come to sit with both feet out in front of you. Maybe shake your knees out a little bit, releasing the backs of your legs and any compression that was felt in that last pose. We're going to move into a supported forward fold. So my offering is to find a blanket in a shoulder stand fold. So fold it into like about quarters and then finding it rolled up into a little log here. And find this under your knees, allowing them to relax. Then finding a bolster, laying on top of your legs and allowing your body to melt over the bolster. If this is too much, maybe building more props up to hold you up a little bit higher. So coming to a place where you feel very little sensation and are able to relax fully into the pose. Notice the feeling of expansion through your back body here. When you're ready, turn your head so that the opposite cheek is down to the bolster. And again, using an exhale to relax even deeper into the pose. Three more rounds of breath. And as you're ready, bringing weight into your hands to gently walk back up to seated. Move any props out of the way. We're going to move into a supported heart opening back bend. So there are a number of ways that you can take this pose. You can take the same rolled up blanket that you had from before, bringing it right underneath your shoulder blades as you recline back over it, allowing arms to spread wide to a T. Alternatively, maybe taking your bolster and bringing that to the same place under your shoulders. And maybe supporting your head with a rolled up blanket or block. Finally, for perhaps the most intense sensation, taking 2 blocks, one on the medium height and one on the highest height. And relaxing over them, finding the first block right under your shoulder blades and the second block to support your head. Wherever you are, allow your arms to go wide, palms face up. Let your shoulder blades slide down your spine as you open through your chest, finding length through your throat. Noticing how the breath feels here as you expand into your front body. Let everything relax. We'll be here for 3 more rounds of breath. As you're ready, roll to your left side slightly, allowing yourself to release props from under you. And coming up to sit. I'm going to offer a couple of options here. The first is to take your strap again, now finding it into a big loop. If you're not sure how to do it with the D-rings that most yoga straps have, finding the end of your strap through both rings and then bringing it over one ring and under the other to come back, finding a big loop that's nice and secure. It might take a little bit of trial and error to find the exact length that works for your body. If you aren't taking this pose with me, feel free to take legs up a wall or any other inversion with your legs at about 90-degree angle in your hips, allowing for your legs to relax up in an inversion. If you're coming with me, find yourself lying onto your back with knees pointing up, and find the strap again into the ball or middle of your right foot. And to find any of the twists of your strap. I don't think mine's even, but finding your strap as twist-free as possible. And now coming to hook the strap under your head so that it comes to around your hairline. And allowing your head to counterbalance your leg and to just release here. This can bring some quite intense sensation. If it's too much, please take legs up a wall or another inversion that feels more nurturing to your body. But if you're in this pose, actively pressing your right foot into the strap, allowing your head to relax completely. Shoulders melt towards the floor. Keeping a small bend in your right knee. Option to bend your right knee a lot, to any extent that feels comfortable to get into this pose. As you're ready, close your eyes. And feel your head floating off the ground, as if you were floating on water. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. I'll be here for 3 more breaths. Using your hands to carefully release your head back down to the mat and release the strap from your foot. Using your hands to assist the transition as much as you can. We'll then come to find the same pose on the other side, finding the strap into the ball of your left foot and looping it around your head to come right underneath your hairline at the occipital ridge of your neck and head. It might take some trial and error finding the exact right place for this, but eventually coming to find the relaxed pose here. Breath is flowing as you press energetically into the strap. Allow your shoulders to become heavy towards the mat. Maintaining at least a small bend in the left knee, if not a very large bend. Whatever's comfortable. I'll be here for just 3 more rounds of breath. Finding that sensation of floating. And as you're ready to come out of the pose, use your hands to gently release your head back down to the floor, removing the strap from under your head and removing it from your foot. Go ahead and put that off to the side. Coming to lay on your back with knees pointed up. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest and give them a squeeze. If you're at a wall, maybe coming to bend your knees just the same, but you can stay at the wall. As you're ready, shift your hips a couple inches over to the right side of your mat and allow your knees to release to the left side for a reclined twist. Only once your legs have finished moving, maybe your gaze shifts over your right hand. Breathe into this twist. Your right shoulder be heavy towards the mat. Again, making the breath full, expanding through all sides of your body, allowing that to deepen the twist. We'll be here for 3 more rounds of breath. On your next inhale, bring your gaze back up to the sky. Pull your knees in more towards your chest as you slowly roll back onto your back. Go ahead and readjust your hips a couple inches to the left. And allow your knees to release over to the right side of your body. Only once your legs have finished moving, maybe gaze shifts over left hand. As left shoulder is heavy to the floor. Maybe right hand comes on top of your left knee, gently guiding it towards the floor. Breathing into all directions of your upper body. Feeling that expansion. We'll be here for 3 more rounds of breath. When you're ready, shift your gaze back up to the sky. Pull your knees in closer to your chest as you slowly roll back onto your back. Readjust your hips to neutral. And go ahead and one more time, hug your knees into your chest, giving them a squeeze. Rock back and forth and up and down your spine a little bit. Maybe curling up into a little ball. Curling your neck into your knees. And as you're ready, we'll set up for our final resting pose. We're going to take a slight inversion. I'm going to offer finding a low table or something low off the ground. I use 2 blocks on their highest height with a bolster laying across them. Another great option would be to come to a wall, bending your knees at about 90 degrees and planting your feet on the wall, allowing the wall to support your legs. But if you're here with me, coming to find your knees onto your bolster and releasing down into the floor. Know that there's an option to find a blanket under your head or over your body for weight or warmth. As you come to tune back into the breath one more time. Taking one more inhale. And on your exhale, allow your eyes to close and breath to return to its natural rhythm. If there's any way that you can relax 10% more into this pose, take that. Staying on your back. Let everything go. If you'd like to join me, bringing awareness around the body. Starting at the crown of head, forehead, tip of your nose, tip of the tongue, chin, throat, chest, right shoulder, right upper arm, right lower arm, right hand, the whole right arm, chest, left shoulder, left upper arm, left lower arm, left hand, the whole left arm, chest, abdomen, pelvis, right hip, right upper leg, right lower leg, the whole right leg, left hip, left upper leg, left lower leg, the whole left leg, lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the neck, back of the head, crown of the head, the whole body relaxed, the whole body relaxed, the whole body relaxed. Draw your awareness back to the different layers of your body, physical, mental, emotional, or energetic. Notice any changes from the beginning of this class. And eventually allow all focus to dissolve and just be here. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese high in the clean blue air are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. As you're ready, start to deepen your breath. Invite subtle movement back into the body, wiggling fingers and toes, circling ankles and wrists. Maybe shaking your head from side to side along the floor, saying no. Maybe taking a full morning stretch. Eventually come to roll onto your right side. using your right arm as a pillow. Take a moment of gratitude on your side to yourself for showing up on your mat today, for your body, for carrying you through this practice, and for this practice and everything that it has to offer us on and off the mat. When you're ready, press into your left hand to come up to a comfortable seat. Hands can come to your knees, or if you'd like to join me, bringing hands to Anjali Mudra prayer pose at heart center. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of truth, of light, and of peace. When you are in that place in you and I am in that place in me, we are one. If you'd like to join me, bringing thumb knuckles to third eye center. We'll seal this practice with the blessing of Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for your practice.